Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today, hey, it's just old school book finds. What I found, what I'm selling, comps on stuff that I'm finding, that stuff I like to sell to my store on eBay, and some stuff I'm gonna send into Amazon to sell. It's what works for me, and it helps, hopefully it helps you train your eye to look for similar stuff that you can have success with too. So before I jump in, I want to say thank you. Thanks for the channel support, the feedback, the comments, all those things, obviously the views, all those things that help drive that YouTube engine. And hey, if you hadn't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, keep coming back. You guys keep watching, I'll keep doing it. We'll see what happens. So, I found this past week, I found some pretty cool stuff. Some good fiction stuff. I'll show you a couple of one signed book, and then some Napoleon stuff. So it's kind of crazy. So let's just jump in. This first thing I got was actually a guy that was putting out books. He was working, and he's one of these guys that know me, and he's like, "Hey, I got these Babylon 5 paperbacks. You interested in them? They're $1 each." And it's numbers 1 through 6. And this is, if you ever watched Babylon 5, it's a good series. It's based on the characters. Kind of got some cool art there, right? You can see the TV cast right there, and it's the first 6. I think there were a bunch of different Babylon 5 series. I think there were maybe 12 or so in this one series, but I see these usually selling in lots, selling for something like $5 a piece, maybe $5 or $6 a piece. So when I can get them like that, if I think I can get $5 each for them when I'm bundling them, it seems like it's not worth my effort just to sell one, right? If it sold for $5. But even though this is $6, if I can sell these for 30, 35, something like that, then it makes it worth my deal, my time. Worth the deal and my time. So anyway, cool, Babylon 5. Old school sci-fi show. If you've never watched it, check it out. It's a little dated now, but it's still fun. This other one, it's a set of 10 just for space, so I don't have I'm only going to show these 4, but I've got all 10 of them. It's this David Weber, it's the Safe Hold series, okay? Here's some of the covers. Kind of, they all look the same. It's a very good looking set. Real clean, square. I mean, these were probably, what I would list these condition-wise is very good. See how square that binding is? I would list these as probably like once read. They're very lightly read. I mean, if they were read, somebody probably took the dust jacket off of them while they read it. The value of these, I paid, it was $18 for 10 of them. So they were $1.80 each. And if you look on here, most of them, I think one of them was not, see, it says first edition, has the full number line. So I'll check. I think one of them was maybe a second print, first edition, second print. The number line started at 2. But I don't read a lot of David Weber. He's real prolific, and I know he had the Honor Harrington character, that's real popular. I talked to a guy that had read this Safe Hold series and said it was really good, but I think I'm going to sell it. I just don't have, they're big books. I don't have the space on my shelves, and it's something I really bought for $18. I think I can flip it. On the low end, I have sold comps around that $75 range. On the high end, I have sold comps. This is on eBay for like $149. If all of these are first edition first prints, I think I can get it up higher to that $149, $129. I think that's the case. They're just quick scan. I think one of them might have been a second print, but I'll confirm. I'll list that out in the listing. For 10 of them, I may ask $129, $139 for them. See what happens. Shipping's on top of that probably. So it'll be a good flip. Even at $100, I've got $18 in them. I'll still make like $50 off of them, but I think I can make more. Okay, then you see this all the time, right? When you find some books that somebody, clearly it's like a person got into this subject and just donated it all. I ran into a bunch of Napoleon books, and this is Napoleon's Regiment, if you can see here. Kind of a cool subject matter. This is probably going to go into Amazon. I see it selling for about 40 bucks on Amazon. It's got on the ScoutIQ thing I use. It has an e-score of 6, so it's only selling about 1 a month. That red dot means I paid $1 for it. So it should sell there for 40 bucks. So my profit on it will be about 20 bucks. Not bad. And then here's another one. Actually, this one only had like an e-score. This is Napoleon's Marshals, right? Cool, older book. You can tell, you know, it's got a little bit of coloration there. But this one, I didn't see, there was no fulfilled by Amazon. All the comps were on merchant fulfilled. And it was selling for about 85 bucks on Amazon, merchant fulfilled. Again, ScoutIQ was giving it like an e-score of 3, which means it's only selling like once every 2 months or so. So it's thinner. But I think I could still sell it, you know, if I get that $85 to $95 for it, I'll do FBA. I might even be able to price it a little bit higher, but I think that gets kind of, it's probably thin. I probably don't need to get too far over the merchant fulfilled just to cover shipping, maybe a little cost. So anyway, hopefully it'll sell for 80 to 90 bucks. So again, I paid $1 for it. And then, let's see, was there any more? I thought I had another, I had a couple more Napoleon ones. Maybe I just didn't put them in the stack to show you. I did find a Dragonlance, kind of a cool Dragonlance, you know. This is the Weiss and Hickman, you know, pretty prolific. It should be 20 bucks, okay? Then I found this Monster Movie Gold. This is for me. I got this for me. Look at that, dude. It ain't cool. And it's just got old monster movie photos. If I sold this, it probably more like 15 bucks. But again, I got it. Let's see if we find some. Let's find some other stuff in here that's cool. You know, I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, this is for me. Homer Hickam. All right, he's North Alabama author. They made the movie Rocket Boys. This Rocket Boys, I've sold this one several times. When I ever see it around here, I check it because being in North Alabama, there's a lot of, he did one of those, like they call it the Viva, so it's like a library fundraiser where he spoke, you know, a couple times, and you'll see his books here in North Alabama signed a lot. So, you know, this one says to Anne, and he a lot of times will say aim high, and then Homer Hickam. And I see these selling a lot of times for 40 bucks. So I got this one for $1.50. So that was, yeah, I don't like do a lot of them, but whenever I see them, they're pretty cool. Now this one, the cover caught me. I thought it was so cool. Look at that. It's all these like eggs, and it's an egg at Easter, okay, a folklore story. And I don't know. I paid $2 for this one. It may, I think I've seen some comps on this one for like 40 bucks. It's probably pretty thin, but I'm gonna take a shot on it. It's kind of cool. Ooh, almost dropped it. That would have been bad. But you can see it's got some full color plates in there. You know, all kinds of cool stuff. So, all right, here's the one that I'm probably gonna send this one to Amazon too. I was seeing it selling for about 40 bucks. It's a trading binary options. Hopefully it won't be restricted with Bloomberg, but yeah, I think I paid, what did I pay for this one? Oh, I paid $2. I'm paying up. I paid $2 for it, but I think I can sell it for 40, so it's good. Then here's one that's kind of a cool, you can see I paid $1 for it. This, the 31st Fighter Group, World War II. You know, it's got lots of aircraft. You can see it's got some writing in it. I took a few notes. But it tends to sell for about its original price, about 15 bucks. So I liked it. All right, now here's a technical book, couple of technical books, okay? This one's gonna go on eBay, and it's, you can see it's the strength of materials, but what keys me off on this one is anytime I see something by this this Timoshenko guy, I check his stuff. He, you know, real prolific, Stanford University guy, did a lot of these, he's got some really classic texts that sell good. This is a part 1. There's some editions of this strength of materials that's in one edition. There's the older ones are in part 1, part 2. Both of them together tend to go for 75, 80 bucks. I've seen a part 1 sell by itself. It was a $53 best offer. So I think I can still get like 40 bucks for it. I paid $2 for this one, which I'm surprised at, because this particular store, the people that whoever does the technical books tends to go through and look at like ABE books and put things at full ABE price, which is you know, I can get them cheaper on Amazon itself. But anyway, this is good, $2.50, and I should be able to sell this one for about $40 or $45. That is a good thing though. On technical books, classic books, sometimes it's hard, it's hit or miss, right? You get one like these seminal novel, you know, seminal kind of keystone kind of editions or subject matter. But again, something like this, whenever I see, you know, it's written by somebody from Stanford, Georgia Tech, MIT, Caltech, you know, it's look them up. And then certain authors, again, this is how I reach out, Timoshenko. It's easy, it's a weird name, but easy to remember. Okay. All right. Here's another one I got. It's the 1953, the first edition of Wind Tunnel Testing. It's got a dust jacket. Dust jacket's redded out. Most of the time you don't see the dust jacket. This is like the 1953 one. And I think I've sold different books here by Pope before. He's got, you can see some of the wind tunnel mock-ups. I paid 10 bucks for this one. I think I can get 50 or 60 for it. I probably pay 10 bucks for it just because I like it more than, I mean, if I can get 50 or 60 bucks, it's still good. But he has a low speed and a high speed wind tunnel testing that were published more like in the 60s that bring more money. But I think this one, it's still cool. I like it. And I think I've got a soul component for like 45 or 50. I think I can at least get that, maybe 60. So anyway, I paid 10 for it. May, by my standards, probably pay more than I normally do, right? But I got two more, and the last one I want you to see, okay? But this one, it's about $30. The Manual of Woody Landscape Plants. Everything, this thing is huge. And it's, you know, it's got drawings. It's got more information about woody plants. You know, it's about a $30 book. It's in good condition. It's going to go good. This one I'll probably send to Amazon as well. All right, my last one's an eBay book. And I think this is the find of the day. What's funny is, before I show it to you, here's a receipt that was in it from an old bookstore. It's in Huntsville. Shaver's Bookstore. It's been out of business for a while, but somebody bought this thing used in 2005 as a used bookstore. It was a very cool bookstore. It's one of those that you hated to see let go, but that was in it. So they paid $3.95 for it, or $12.95, and you can see the original price on it. But I'm building the suspense. I paid $3 for it. Okay, it's a Wernher von Braun, The Mars Project. Okay, 1963. 1962. I think the first edition was in 1953. 1953. This is the 1962 one. Yeah, University of Illinois, 1962. The Mars Project. Now, all right, just in the North Alabama Huntsville area, you know, you've got Redstone Arsenal, Marshall Space Flight, Wernher von Braun. You know, this whole thing is part of Redstone and the Huntsville story, right? And even our Civic Center in Huntsville, it's the Von Braun Center. You know, there's a legacy here. So we're lucky in North Alabama, and in certain areas you guys have, you know, other things that you're famous for, and that's what you'll see a lot of books and literature on this. I'm really lucky in the North Alabama area for what I find with NASA and things like this. But this particular book, it's not signed or anything like that. I have 3 sold comps. One was for $127 on eBay, and the other 2 were over $200. One was like $229, one was $270. And people are asking, there's people asking $1,000 for this book. So we're gonna call that. I think it's an easy $200 sale. I might list it for $250, $279. See what happens. There's several listed on eBay now. Like I said, there's a $400,000, a $500,000 one. I think it's overpriced. I haven't really checked Amazon. I was just going to do it on eBay. It's that kind of high value collectible thing. I prefer to do that on eBay than send it in on Amazon. So that's just me. And I'm going to call this one the buy of the day for $3. So you never know what you're going to find. And I'm going to put this Shaver's Bookstore right back in it so that whoever buys it will also have that little bit of nostalgia. And there we go. That's it. That's the finds for the week. I think that's pretty good. See cool, buy cool. List it so you can sell it. And talk to you soon. Bye.